There are things that we experience but never talk about. A shadow moving in a corner, flickering of the lights, a disembodied voice. We invite you to talk with us, share your story, share your evidence, because this isn't just your story, this is our story. This is GhostBox.
Hey, happy Sunday, everybody. Welcome to GhostBox Live. My name is Greg Bakun. Thank you very much for joining me tonight. I hope you had a good week. Since we last been together on Tuesday, I'm hoping that things are well. Remember, on Tuesday, we did that conversation reaching out to angels. And I'm hoping that there was some sort of positive response from that, that maybe there's something that had come through and that maybe made the week all right, and not me trying to take credit for it, but more of just hoping that the spirits came through for us. Now, you probably can't tell here, but my flashlight's been going off quite a bit. So we're going to get to that in a second. It's kind of fluctuating right now. The table looks a little bit different tonight, so there is definitely that you're going to be seeing here very shortly. But tonight, the plan is that we're going to try to reach out to loved ones and see just generally who are going to get in. But there's some things that we need to talk about. First of all, so let's take a look at the board real fast, and it's going to be a little bit different than what you've seen before. So what we have here is a couple different things that we have put up. And as you can see, I might need to reset the flashlight, but it had been going off and now it's kind of in this perpetual state. Can you turn the flashlight on all the way for me, please? You had it on before. It was a very strong beam. Can you do that for me again, please? Can you turn on the light completely for me? And that turned it off. Even entities that I've crossed and passed away, they don't want to listen to me either. You turned it off. Can you turn the light back on for me, please? Can you turn this on completely for me, please, so I can see it? Now you're probably wondering what is going on the table. Thank you. Can you turn it on again, please? Can you turn it on fully for me so that we can maybe have a conversation? Would you be able to do something like that for me, please? Thank you. I might reset you anyway. So there's a couple things going on over here right now, okay? So why don't we talk about these real fast? And it's really hot in here today. I mean, it got up to 80 degrees over here outside in Minnesota. So I'm not quite sure. Like if that's just from outside in here or whatever else. So first of all, I just want to say good evening. Now Michelle is from Wisconsin area, but she lives down in Florida. They were up here with her husband Chris. They were up here, and so we all went to dinner last night, which was really great. I haven't seen her in person for a very, very long time. And she gave me some gifts. First of all, what she had given me, it is windy, Shell, absolutely. It's very windy, and the wind has picked up. As far as I can tell, the wind has picked up over the past hour and a half. So first of all, you're like, what's up with the M&M, right? And that was part of the gift. And we're just putting it out there as a trigger object. Technically, what I can do is I can press down on this and it will be a bubble thing. And it will, you ask it a mystical question, and Madam M&M will tell you, what it is. I'm not going to do it because that will make the bell move. And we're just going to kind of leave it there as it is. But this is something that I want to talk about here real fast. Now, Shell, you never told me where you got this from. But what we have here is a Ouija board. And this one is homemade, clearly, and it's super small, right? And it looks worn. It's very cool. And on the back, it says this: Now, I couldn't find what that meant. Maybe it means something to someone else. Is it a group that made this? Is it a certain person that made this? Is this a phrase, a saying? If anybody knows what this is, I would be greatly obliged, but I don't. Now, we're going to have this out today and see what happens. And I'm not quite sure. I'm curious, Jeremy, why you say it looks foreign. What makes you think that this looks foreign? I mean, this may be part of it, but the thing is that this is a standard thing. You got it from a thrift store. I think you mentioned that. Does that look familiar to you at all? And I haven't said it aloud. And I'm not going to. I don't think there's anything, nasty to it, but you still got to be careful, right? But it's super cool, and thank you very much for it. So I just wanted to point this out that this is now going to be on the table for a couple times at least, and we'll kind of go from there and see. So we have that. Did I make the bell move? No, not really. That's good. So we have that there. Hold it up one more time. Christ on a bike. Got it. It's OST, or is it OS? To me, it's a T. It looks like a T. OSTENDIT. So that's interesting. So we have that. And so that is something that I find very, very interesting. And we'll see what happens. I'm not expecting it to, like, when Ouija boards attack or anything, but you never know. So I just wanted to introduce it to everybody. And then the flashlight's still sort of, it's off on my end. It looks like it's, no, it looks like it's off. There we go. Hi. Now, I would like to know, if you are someone who wants to talk with me, can you turn on again, please? That's the only way I'm going to know. Or there's other pieces of equipment that you can turn on if that's what you're trying to do. If you are trying to, if you're trying to reach out to me, if there's anything attached to this board, can you turn on one of the devices for me, please? So I can see if there's anyone here that wants to talk. A couple things that spirits can do tonight. You can, of course, touch this, and that will go off. You can also move the bell. You come near here, these will light up. And perhaps you've been using the flashlight. Let's just... So touchy. For the next hour, you'll be watching me. For the next hour, you'll be watching me set up a flashlight. I hope you enjoy it. Now, is that what it means in Latin, Jeremy? Expose the hidden. Is that a message to anyone who owns the board? Explore the hidden. You willing to talk to us at all? Now, Robin had said that it translates into he shows what is hidden. So they're kind of along the same lines there. Isn't that something? Well, if there's anyone attached to it, um, would love to hear from you. If you're from a higher state, if you are a good, loving individual, if you mean destruction and harm, then no, you're not welcome to talk to us. So we have that. So you have a Ouija board, and then you have Madam M&M staring at you, and that's what tonight's going to bring you. That's the quality of the evening you're going to endure tonight. So yeah, so let's kind of see what happens here. And then Brad, inflection of, I'm not going to stendo meaning I exposed to view exhibit show. It's interesting, isn't it? I mean, it truly is. It's very interesting, and I just, I don't know. This is one of those things that is really pretty incredible. Um, I'm getting people asking for loved ones to come through. We're certainly going to try. So yes, thank you. Bring it on, bring it on. So, and I'm sorry to everyone for their losses. It's so tough, and I'm so sorry for that. Um, isn't it interesting? And I'm getting one more Ouija board that's being made, and I'll be picking it up this weekend. And once I get it, I'll show you. It's very personal, actually, and I won't say anything about it now, but we'll talk about it when the time is right. Now, did anyone listen to my radio show today? It was very interesting, and it was also being streamed on all the networks that I'm a part of. And we had on Sister Kia Lynn Francis, and we talked about exorcisms. And it's probably the most thorough discussion I've ever taken part in about exorcism before. And we only scratched the surface. So we're definitely going to have her back on with her Archbishop, Father Plato, and we're gonna have more conversations. So please keep your eye open for that. Now, Sunday is October 30th. I am out of town, but what I'm going to do is we're recording a new episode for GhostBox Radio to air Sunday, and that is going to be with the Voodoo Priestess, and she's been on Ghost Adventures, Bloody Mary. We're going to have an interview with Bloody Mary for Sunday, and we are actually recording that on Tuesday at noon Central Standard Time. But what you can do is we're going to be broadcasting that recording on AM 950 and MN GhostBox. So if you are watching and you have a question for Bloody Mary, please go ahead and take part in it, as you know, and we'll ask questions and whatnot, and then the episode itself will air on Sunday the 30th. So that's something that's something to look forward to. Warm in here. It's really warm in here. All right. I'm not going to talk anymore about the board for now. If I'm on Tuesday, well, let's look at the board further in depth on Tuesday. I don't want to mix talking about the board with any loved ones we're going to have coming through. Okay, that's my thought, at least, and we can maybe focus on that if I'm on Tuesday. And why I say if I'm on, for those of you who know me, know that I'm a big Doctor Who fan, and today was a big episode of brand new episode of it, and it's a big one. And what we always do is after a new episode airs, we do a live stream a couple days after to discuss it with a panel about the episode, and we're going to be doing that Tuesday. That's going to be on my page, my personal profile page. Also, from the Archive of British Television podcast and blog page. And I think we're going to try to get it on the AM 950 Facebook page as well. and that tends to go long. And so we'll see if we're going to get to GhostBox on Tuesday night. Also, I will be heading out on an event for that weekend. So I doubt that I'm going to be doing a live on a week from tonight. So we'll see how it goes. But yes, Susan, first of all, happy birthday. You had a grandson born today. That's pretty incredible. And Avery Saint is his name. Wow. Wow. Very happy. You should be happy. Congratulations. That is great news. That's really good news. I'm very happy to see that. And I hope nothing but blessings and love. So that is going to be fantastic. Congratulations. So let's see here. I'm just reading through comments. Greg can feel the energy and a crazy stomach. And let's see. Robin did not listen to my radio show today, and that's fine. I'm just giving a hard time. But it is available to stream, folks. Don't forget, it is available to stream on Spotify and iTunes and all that good stuff. So please check that out. Let's see if we can talk to spirits, all right? Let's try to do some protection here. Let's see if we can have some sort of spirit interaction tonight. Tonight's goal is to reach out to loved ones. Tonight's goal is to bring forth anyone who wants to talk to us. It doesn't have to be exclusively loved ones, but loved ones are nice, and we will definitely do our best to reach out. Now, remember, folks, I'm always needing help, but I don't want your energy. I want your intentions. So for those of you who have not joined in before, that simply means don't offer up your energy. Don't ever offer up your energy. That's yours. It belongs to nobody else. But what you can do is join in with me about how much you want to hear from somebody, okay? So let's do some protection. And Max, you don't have to keep putting out the name of the person you want. You've done so quite a few times already. I got it, okay? It's just, don't need to, fill up the feed with the same information. Sound good? So let's start with the heart chakra, and everything begins here. For those of you who do not want to take part in protection, you certainly do not have to, but it's always nice to do so. We're dealing with energy that should be in our control, but nothing is ever totally in someone's control, right? So what we want to do is we're going to have, starting with your heart chakra, we're going to call upon our spirit guides. We're going to call upon those we love, whether it be our spirit guides. Our spirit guides may be our loved ones who have passed. You know better than I do who those people are. And it starts there. And just imagine positivity, happiness. And while you're doing that, let's set the intention. The intention tonight is to reach out to our loved ones. The intention is tonight, anybody of spirit that is of love and light, of a higher vibration, please come through, talk to us. Come through any of the equipment over here if that is easier for you. Just, we want to hear your voice. And I'm going to explain another piece of equipment that you can talk to us through. Please do so. Now that we've set our intention, and you all will have your individual intentions, such as, I'm sure some of you will be like, can my so-and-so come through? I totally hope that they do. And so it's just a light that emanates from here. And for your protection, it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And really what's going to happen is eventually that light, which is your shield, is going to completely cover you. Okay? And once that covers you, what you're going to do, if you want, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take that and I'm going to push it. I'm going to push that energy because I believe that I can push it, and that it's going to go from wall to wall, up and down, and that I want to protect everybody in this house, whether it is the people who live downstairs or my cat. So that is what I'm trying to do, and I'm hoping that you all are doing it too, and that there is possibly that you're feeling some of the energy that is coming through. We're also asking spirits to please come through and turn on any of this equipment, whatever you want to do. And don't forget, spirit, once again, just come over here. That will go on. You can move this bell. You can come near here, and these will light up. These are all lights. And of course, we've seen this go on and off already. If you want to communicate through that for us, we will. And we're just going to have a good time. We're going to do our very best. And what I'm going to use is my spirit box, the classic SB7. Hopefully we don't run into the same thing that we did Tuesday, but I'm not going to hold my breath. The 45 minutes of me trying to get it to work. This is the speaker. All the new speakers, all they want to do is they want to do Bluetooth, and this ain't Bluetooth. And excuse me, long day. What's happening is that it's just automatically trying to find Bluetooth, and so some days it doesn't want to do that, some days it does. So we're going to try it, and we're just going to have a conversation with spirit. All right, are we ready for this? Let's have fun. Let's talk to spirit. Let's not get too worked up regarding whether or not we're going to get a lot of communication tonight or not, because I think the more relaxed we are about things, the better our chances are of getting what we want. And what we have, our intentions are good. We come here with love and light. Spirits, my name is Greg. I'm asking you to come through to me tonight. Please use me as a conduit to talk to us. You can come through me. I'd love to hear your voice and your words coming through this speaker. If I ask questions, could you please answer? You have my permission to speak. You also, if you have any any relatives that are watching, please reach out and let us know, because they would love to hear you. I have a few that want to reach out and they want to hear their loved ones come through. Okay, so let's see. Let's try this. See, we're starting already. Hello, is anyone there to talk to us? Just wanted to say hello. Welcome. You're welcome here. How many are here with me tonight? Can you give me a number, please? You heard Elisa, huh? Can you tell me this? Who? Can you give me the name of? Can you give me the name of who gave me this? Who gave me this? A girl, yes. I think they said a girl. I talked over it a little bit. Definitely, Max, dude. I'm getting to it, all right? It's like the fifth, sixth time that you asked. Trust me. I'm getting to it. Say, girl, can you give me her name, please? No offense, Max, if you think that's angry. First of all, I'm talking over a box. Secondly, I've already said to you, I got the name, but I got it already. So if you're not happy with it, then maybe this isn't the show for you, all right? I'm sorry, but you've been filling up my comments with asking me to get your uncle on. I'm happy to do so, but I got his name a long time ago. Other people have asked too, and they've only asked once. Something go off over there? Yep, I'm furious over here. You got me right, Max. Just seething anger right now. So anyway, so I just am curious to know if you could tell me who gave me this last night. You can give me a name. A lot of G's going on tonight. Who's here with me? Can you give me your name, please? It'll be interesting. It might have broken my thought, actually. It might have broken my hold. We'll see. Are you hearing those names, William and Steve? Steve. That almost sounds like Steve there. Is there a Steve here? You all are hearing Steve. Are you Steve? Is that your name? Steve, do you need our help in any way? We're all hearing your name. Or are you trying to reach us, Steve? Do I have a Steve on here? Anybody watching named Steve? I can't help it sometimes. Who said that? Can you give me your name? Annette, forgive me. I should probably know this. Is your brother with us still? Let me know.
Look it up.
Like lock him up. Look it up. Oh, open up. That makes sense. You know, is there a lot of people trying to reach relatives tonight? Is there a lot of you out there tonight? Yes, he's still alive? Okay. Interesting. Steve, do you have a message? Do you have a message for us, Steve? I don't. Thought I heard something says I don't. You just want us to recognize you? That's fine, if that's the case. Who else is here? Can you give us your name, please? Let us know you're here. Bruce. Now, controversial question to anybody out there. What do you think of Madam M&M? Do you like Madam M&M? Can you show me somehow that you like Madam M&M? Okay. How about this? Do you not like Madam M&M? If you don't like Madam M&M, can you tell me or like something up? Let's see here. I'm just seeing where Linus is. I haven't seen him in a while. Wasn't sure if he wanted to come out and say hello. We'll find him. We'll see him soon enough, I'm sure. Now, something sounded like in the end zone. Therefore, that sounds like that would be radio, right? Yeah. Now, Shannon, Ben, how long has it been since Ben's passed? Can you let me know, please? And Max, are you still on here? If you're on here, let me know, please. He has a little control room, but he has maps and stuff on the walls.
Tonight?
Yeah. I wonder what that was. Shannon, are you still on here? If you're on here, could you let me know, please? Pretty much. Yeah, you're just going to give him a big head. A big furry head. Why do we help? Is that what you said? Or is it how do we help? Nice full sentence, though. How do you help? We'd love to be able to hear people and bring through loved ones. That's how I'd love to help. Take a look at the bell. Ann was wondering if it was moving or not. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's moving to me. Get any spirit. Swing that bell for us a little bit, please. It's weird. It's like it plays tricks on your eyes. Like I feel like that it's moving very little, but I don't think it is. I think it's just playing a trick on my eyes. Marcy, who's Brett? It's my Linus detector, as it happens, is right here. I'm just making room on the table. And the cat balls have been proving to be very, they don't seem to work. So, like they work, but they work too well. Like I think there's a fault with them. And until I get new ones, I'm not going to have anything out there. I just don't have it on the table tonight. So, what's the name? Can you tell me the name of my cat? I've been saying it all night. But just want to know if you're here listening to us. What's the name of my cat? No, not Whiskers. I swear, it just said Whiskers. No, it's not Whiskers. Anyone else hear that? Sound like a female go, Whiskers? All right, Marcy, let me see what I can do for you. I just think it's funny. What's my cat's name? Whiskers? Maybe it is. Maybe it's his alias. I don't know. You know, he's probably committing some kind of like financial fraud and goes under the name of Whiskers. They're talking. You hear them? They're talking. Is their name Whiskers? All right, I see. Let's see what we can do for you. Brett, I am trying to reach out to you on behalf of your friend Marcy. And I just wanted to see if you could come through here for us so that she could hear your voice. Brett, can you come through for us, please? Look, I don't talk over someone.
Whatever.
Brett, could you say Marcy's name for us, please? I didn't hear that. That's interesting. When I say that, I don't. You all heard it. God, you all should take over GhostBox Live. Everybody heard Marcy except me. Marcy, did you hear your name? You heard it. Everybody heard Marcy except Greg. Well, I'm glad someone's paying attention. Now, I do not believe that it has to be a male voice to be a male. You know what I mean? It might be anything that comes through before it gets to us. So it could have started off as Brett's regular voice, and by the time it gets to us, it could be translated to a female voice or a high-pitched voice. Oh, I see why you said sorry. For mercy! Well, this is cool. I'm so glad that Brett's coming through for you. Brett, I'm sure you must know how much Marcy misses you, right? Can you do something for her to show that you're there for her? Can you do that for her, please? Yes. Could you do something like turn something on over here, which if it did, no one would be able to see. There we go. Could you turn something on over here? Could you do something at her house? Politely, I don't want to scare her. You know, I'm sure you know this. She says, thanks, Brett. Love and miss you so much. We love the Rams.
Reach me up.
Radio.
Yeah.
Now, Shannon was trying to reach Ben. Annette heard Ben's name just now. Shannon doesn't appear to be on anymore. Ben, were you here for Shannon? Because I'm not sure if she's still on. But if you want to say something, this is going to be recorded so she can hear you. Can you say hi to Shannon, please? Just listening, as one does. Something night. A female that said something night. Yeah, some people heard that too. To anyone out there, do you like talking to us this way? Think so? Is it nice to be able to communicate with us? Do you have anybody that you're trying to reach out to through here? Can you tell us if there's anyone you're trying to reach out to? Any of your loved ones watching tonight? Of course I'll do that. Lynette, I'm so sorry for your loss. I'll do my best for you.
Oh, shoot.
Just listening. Vince, your daughter-in-law, Lynette, would love to hear from you. Can you say hello to her, please? Really rude. Vince?
That was a great
Radio. Vince, did you say Lynette's name? If not, can you do so? Oops, sorry. Can you say her name, please? Can you say Lynette? Even if you could turn something on over here, just to let her know that you are here would mean so much to her. If you're able to, please. Like, it's me. Does anyone else hear that? It's me. It's me as in Vince, or it's me as somebody else? With somebody else? Now, if Vince, you can come through anytime you want, okay? Please do so. I That's radio. Unless spirits want to talk about .com. Now, Anne has asked for her ex-husband, Brian. He's here. I know he's here. Brian, can you come through for Anne, please? When I bring up your name, the energy rises. Can you come through, please? Can you say hello? Say hello to Anne. Yeah, it did kind of sound like, this kind of like, don't be sad. Don't be sad. Brian, if you're here, can you just, so that we know that you're here, can you say your daughter's name through here, please, for us? Brian, are you able to say your daughter's name? Now, Bruce heard Cynthia. Her name is Caroline. That's not mediumship. She wrote it in the comments. Bruce also heard Jenny. Mandy heard Cowboy. I'm not so sure Brian's with us at the moment. Brian, are you able to say anything to us coming in for Anne? Like being able to say your daughter's name? Now, is there anybody who needs help crossing over?
Team
Do you want help crossing over? Does anyone need to cross over tonight? I do. Okay. As usual, folks, I am looking for your intention, your help, and we're going to cross anyone over who needs it, okay? Please listen to me. I am opening up some light, and there's just a stream of like a beam of light that's what leads you to crossing over, okay? You see it? I do? Wow. All you need to do, just follow that line of light and go to the door and just cross over it. Therefore, you're crossing over. You're not going to be judged. You're going to get help. People will be there for you, okay? Have you done it? Have you crossed? No problem. Did you make it over? You made it safely? Good. Those who are remaining, and there's a few, you're not going to be judged when you cross over. You're going to be okay. You understand me? You don't need to stay back. You can cross. I would prefer if you did so to release some of this energy.
You
Have you done so now? I feel like you might have done so now. Can you let me know you made it safely, please? All right, what we're going to do is we're going to shut this down. We're going to shut this down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, I thought I actually heard it say shut down when we're shutting down. Shutting down. So, very interesting. Let's first get this out of the way. I ask that spirits now go and leave us at peace. This session is over. We'll be opening the session up again, but you are not allowed to follow us or attach yourself to any of us unless you're a loved one or a friend and that you have the permission of the person that you're with. Otherwise, you are not allowed. And so please consider that, and please do not follow any of us. All right. Before I let you all go, for those who are interested, I do want to kind of clear the air on something. What we do here is very unique, is very special, and the idea of trying to reach out to people's loved ones is one that I absolutely love to do, and it's even better when we're able to make a connection. And sometimes we do, sometimes we don't, or sometimes they don't want to respond. What gets frustrating is when I have no problem people asking for loved ones to come through. That's what we're here for. But when you're doing it like 7 or 8 times, and we have, I already said once, like, I got you. You're on my list mentally. We'll get to you, and then more just keep coming in. It's and trust me, I mean, with the spirit box running, it may have sounded like I was angry about it. I'm not angry. All I was saying though was, I got it. How many times do you have to tell me? Because there is no reason to go over it again and again. You are on my list. I'm going through the comments, and there's only one person that's bringing it up multiple times. Everyone else had been very, as being patient as always. And there are times that you may remember that I might be like, I can't scroll back. Those who have asked for loved ones to come through and you haven't got to yet, can you tell me again who you're looking for? That's just what it is. And whether this gentleman understands that or not, and the first emotion was being angry at me because I did call him out on it. And it's just one of those things that's like, I don't turn on this box and start using it. I use meditation. There is a rhythm. There's all sorts of things. And if that's broken, then everything is out of whack. And I think that might have happened a little bit tonight, even though I thought we rebounded fairly well. But the thing is, it's like, don't come after me because I'm just saying, I got it. Could you please stop filling up my feed? You know what I mean? So do with that as you will. You may agree with me, you may disagree with me. That's totally fine. But considering that no one else is putting their loved one's name through multiple times, I feel like that we all are understanding, and know that don't get mad at me if I'm not getting to the person right away or anything else. But unfortunately, I think the person who this is directed towards, he left a long time ago. So it's the only thing that bothers me is that now this person is annoyed with me, and it's like that's not really fair. So just wanted to clear the air about that. As I said, I'll try to be back on Tuesday. What we can try to do on Tuesday, if I'm back on, is check out the Ouija board a little bit, see what comes through with that. I didn't want to do that tonight because, like I said, I didn't want to kind of muddy the communication, and I was afraid that might happen. So that's kind of where I'm at with everything. People are really preoccupied with that underside. You want to see it again? You gave it to me. You had plenty of time to look at it. This is it. And Brad and Jeremy were looking up what it could possibly mean. Brad was like, this is Latin. This is really interesting. And close up for you all, this is the front side of it. So, so many questions, right? So many questions about this little board. One thing I mentioned to Robert last night, Shell, on the way back, is that in my mind, when I was coming out to see you and you said you had a gift for me, first thing that came to my mind was that it's a Ouija board. And seriously. So it was really interesting that look at what we got ourselves a Ouija board. So yeah, that's kind of funny. It's kind of funny that that's how that went. Let's see here. Anything else before I release you all to Marcy asked, "What is it? Did you buy it?" It was a gift to me. It's a little small Ouija board, and it's a gift from Michelle Rodriguez. She's been a friend of mine for about 30 years, right? And it's it's just she gave me a couple different things. Amongst them is Madam M&M, and she gave me some tarot decks, which I don't have any tarot decks. So what? No, I certainly what Madam M&M was not part of what I thought was I was going to get for sure. Wouldn't that be weird? It's like I had this thing about. Oh, Brad, you haven't watched The Power of the Doctor. And we're doing a live on Tuesday talking about it. So I'll be very interested in your thoughts. Very interested. Um, we might. It depends what time I get done with the other live that I'm doing. If so, I think we might try to dig into the Ouija board a little bit more. See if Madam M&M will talk to us. But I was saying about the tarot cards. I'm gonna see if they have full decks of cards, tarot cards, not full deck up here, and we're gonna see if if there's anything I can do with them because I've not used them before. I know them to a certain extent, but I'd like to try to use them more and try to read them and interpret. So maybe we'll do some of that at some point. So lots of fun stuff ahead for us. Once again, those who want to on uh, it really is, Brad. You're absolutely right. You know, the funny thing about it, and Robert, my friend Robert, a mutual friend, he actually lives in my basement. He's been friends with Shell as long as I have. And he said to me, you know, it's funny because Shell said to me, don't get too excited about the gifts that I brought. And first thing Robert said to me is we're walking away from their car. He's just like, I don't know why she's saying that not to be excited about. These things are amazing. And I said, absolutely. I said, that's kind of what I was thinking too, that, you know, she's like, don't get too excited about them, but they were really, really cool. So once again, thank you, Shell, for those. You know, hopefully that there isn't some demon attached to it, because then I will blame you for that. I will not be happy about that, Shell. That'll give me a frowny face. But yes, it certainly is drawing a lot of people to it. It's very unique. I'm captivated by it. I love it. We'll see what happens. We'll have it out there more. I'm getting another Ouija board here soon. Uh-oh. 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 Look what we got. Look what we got. Look at this. Look at this. Talking about the demons. Here's one. Whiskers. This is Whiskers. Should we just call you that from now on? He's just like, just let me down before you get scratched. So, right? Everyone's saying hi to you. Everyone's saying hi to you. You haven't been on in a while, have you? Yeah. With your little furry face. So, yeah, we've been hanging out today. So, little liney butt, right? He's just, look at it. He's just sort of like, I'm just waiting. I'm just going to be patient. And then we're going to trip him down the stairs, right? We're going to trip him down the stairs. Every morning now, I give him about 5 minutes of belly rubs because he doesn't see me all day anymore. So, yeah, they do a little tongue. All right. Everyone's just like, can you put him down now? All right, Pumpkin, there you go. Oh, so heavy. Such a heavy boy and so furry. My goodness. All right. You know, that's a funny thing about him and treats. He doesn't really want, he'll beg for them, especially if I open like a bag, any bag, like Ziploc or anything. You know, I could open like a bag of like poison and he's over there like, can I have some? But the reality is that once I put anything down for him, not poison, but like if I have cheese or I've had like salmon, I've had catfish, and I always give him a little bit of it. And he just looks at it like, no, I don't want any of this, which is really strange. And so it's just kind of like, all right. And so I keep thinking to myself, well, I'll just keep giving it to him and see if he wants it or not. And then like shrimp, he doesn't want shrimp. He doesn't want anything. But he loves to beg for it. And it's just funny. Well, he just doesn't want anything. He likes the idea that it might be something he likes, and then I'll like put it in front of him, and he's just like, "What's this? I didn't want this." So yeah, that's that. So with that being said, anyone else say anything in any of the other? Um, Anita says one of my cats loved mango yogurt and mango sorbet. That's funny. That's funny that that it loves mango in multitude of ways of being made. I guess that's pretty funny. So yeah, he's just he's big poof, quite frankly. So yeah, other than that, we'll try to be on Tuesday. We'll see what happens. And then of course we're going to be. I'm trying to think. What else is going on? New job, good. Yeah, it's good. I work for Best Buy corporate for the headquarters, and I'm helping them put together the new production studios. I'm working in the video department, video production department again. My second stint at Best Buy. I was there at the corporate office from 2000 to 2007. Now I'm there, and they have film studios and edit suites and all that stuff. And like it's like a 90,000-foot sound stage. It's massive. I've never been a part of anything like that. They're not open yet, but we're building it, and it's going to be just an amazing complex. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. There's so much work to do, but it's absolutely stunning. So it's been really fun. It's been weird being back, even though I'm not at the corporate campus where I was before. I'm somewhere else. I'm still part of corporate. So, yeah, I am. I'm actually acting out the missing episodes of Doctor Who when no one's around, hoping that me doing it will actually return them to the BBC. So we got all that going for us. I'm trying to think, is there anything else that we want to do before we say our farewells until next time? Oh, I was just saying, we did the exorcism show today for GhostBox Radio. Please join me a week from today for GhostBox Radio. We're going to have Bloody Mary on. And for those who don't know, she's a voodoo priestess. She's been on Ghost Adventures. She is an occult expert, and she has multitude of talents. So actually recording the interview on Tuesday that you can watch on Facebook, on AM 950 Facebook at noon Central Standard Time. And if you want to ask questions and go from there. Otherwise, join us on Sunday when we broadcast the episode. It should be a lot of fun. It should be really good. So you're talking Sister Kia. Sister Kia, I mean, and Jill, you got to hear a little bit later, but I did say up front that to me, that was probably the most deep dive into a conversation about exorcism that I ever had. And that was exciting. And Sister Kia is just like, we haven't even scratched the surface. And to me, that's like, let's scratch it. Let's figure it out. Let's get more of it. Because it's interesting and kind of cool to hear what can happen. But what's more important too is the idea of educating people, including myself, on demonology, demons, and all that stuff, because that is something that people don't seem to get, and I think that includes myself. So yeah, that's it. Yeah, well, we'll do it again. We'll have her on. She's very keen to come back on. She was really excited. We talked about it. I think we're going to do something more to it that will be more structured and making sure that we're talking about stuff that she wants to talk about, everything else. So folks, definitely reach out if you need to. If you have any questions or anything, feel free to reach out to me. Feel free to, if there's something not right, you're not feeling right, feel free to reach out to me. I always do my best to respond quickly. It doesn't always happen. I'll do my best. We'll maybe be on Tuesday. Regardless, if you're a Doctor Who fan, come to my profile page Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. It's going to be myself, my friends Mike Roger, Diana Ton, and we're going to be talking about the power of the Doctor. That's one of the things we love to do. Everyone, thank you so very much for your support, your friendship, everything else. And we'll just keep chatting away and keep seeing what spirits that we can come up with. Thank you all very much. Take care and have a good week.